Hey guys, it's Tricky Nick here. You guys really liked my 3D Mario game ranking, so let's do the 2D Mario games now. This list will include every 2D Mario game since Super Mario Bros. On the NES, with a few exclusions. Mario Maker games will not be included because they're technically not mainline 2D Mario games. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe will be grouped with New Super Mario Bros. U, and New Super Luigi Bros. U will be in its own spot too. These rankings will be based on how much I enjoy the story mode of the game. So while I love some of the extra game modes in some of these games, they're not going to affect my ranking of the game. Also, please realize that this ranking is only my opinion, so if you disagree, that's okay. These choices were hard, so please don't feel bad if your favorite game is ranked lower than expected. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Nintendo content. If you want to get a chance to play some Scare Scraper with me during my Halloween live stream, consider joining my Discord server because that's where I will be picking fans from. Anyways, let's rank every 2D Mario game. Super Mario Bros. Special. Super Mario Bros. Special was released as basically a port of Super Mario Bros. For some Japanese computers. Sure, the hammer and wing power-ups are added in this game with a couple of new levels, but the game looks and sounds terrible. On top of the off-sounding music and poor graphics, the screen scroll is the worst. Super Mario Bros. Special took Super Mario Bros. And made it a poor quality game. Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. After the success of Super Mario Bros., Nintendo tried to make a more difficult sequel. Instead of releasing this game worldwide, they decided only to release it in Japan. As an American, I'm insulted that Nintendo assumed that I couldn't beat the game. But I can, and I did, so eat it, Nintendo. This game does not stand out at all, and it looks the exact same as Super Mario Bros. On top of how similar it is to the original, the difficulty makes the game even worse. Things like the warp pipes that send you backwards and invisible blocks that kill you make the game just feel more unfair than actually difficult. Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels was an interesting attempt at a sequel, but since the game is so sadistic, it's very unenjoyable to play. Super Mario Land. This game was one of the few Mario games not developed by Shigeru Miyamoto. This game is really unique, with the story taking place in Sarasa Land rather than the Mushroom Kingdom. There are also a plethora of new enemies including spiders, zombies, and even robots. Princess Daisy also makes her debut here, and instead of being captured by Bowser, an evil alien named Tatanga captures her. The unique story and gameplay were unfortunately limited by the Game Boy's hardware. The game only has 12 levels in it, so we really don't get to see a whole lot of this new incredible world Mario is in. Sadly, these things bring the game down a lot. Super Mario Bros. 2. Super Mario Bros. 2 is a super weird fever dream. Wait, literally. The dreamland of Subcon has been taken over by King Wart, and he plans to enslave all the inhabitants of Subcon. While almost everyone knows that this game is simply a reskin of Doki Doki Panic, this game was a very unique rendition of Mario. The most obvious new part of the game was the controls. In this weird world, we have the option to play as Mario, Luigi, Toad, and even Princess Toadstool. Each character has its own special advantages. Mario is average, Luigi can jump higher, Toad can run faster, and Princess Toadstool can float. This was a really cool mechanic, and it was even reused for 3D World. Anyways, this game has a... this game has a lot of unique elements, but I really never liked how you pick up enemies rather than jump on them, and the game was somewhat of a glorified port. Also, nothing slapped harder than the Super Mario Bros. 2 character select theme. Super Mario Bros. Ah, the very game that started it all. This game is no doubt a classic, featuring many elements we've come to expect from Mario. Things like Bowser, Princess Peach, and Fire Flowers got their start here. The game's levels are also some of the most iconic of any Mario game. I mean, you could probably go up to anyone on the street, obviously not right now, and show them a picture of 1-1 of Super Mario Bros. And almost anyone could identify this iconic level. As much as I love this gaming classic, there are just more enjoyable games in my opinion, as this one is pretty bare bones compared to the newer entries in the 2D Mario series. New Super Mario Bros. 2. I know that many people will dislike that I put this game above Super Mario Bros., but despite some angry rants I've had about the game, I really think the game has some quality in it. Despite this game being very similar to the new Super Mario Bros. Games, I really like the new Super Mario Bros. Games, so I like this one too. The level design is pretty good, and I love getting to reuse the Tanuki leaf after its long absence. That being said, the game has a lot of copy-pasted ideas and bosses from other games. This game was a fun one, but the issue is it's so similar to the other new Super Mario Bros. Games that it's the least memorable one. Things like level themes, boss fights, and music are all copied straight from its predecessors. The coin collecting also makes us get an obscene amount of 1-ups, causing the game to be way too easy. For its lack of originality, New Super Mario Bros. 2 is unfortunately the worst New Super Mario Bros. Game. New Super Mario Bros. U. Being the fourth New Super Mario Bros. Game and the second New Super Mario Bros. Game of 2012, I thought New Super Mario Bros. U was going to be another copy-paste of New Super Mario Bros. Wii, but it wasn't. Kind of. The level design is some of the best level design in a New Super Mario Bros. Game, featuring unique mechanics and power-ups. A prime example of this is the Van Gogh style level, which was upsetting to only see one of, but it was so cool! Along with that, we see the new Acorn suit, an actual fun and original power-up exclusive to this game. But like New Super Mario Bros. 2, this game was far too similar in many ways. The Koopalings return for the 4th time, and they aren't any harder to defeat. The world themes are the same too. This game had a lot of unique elements that made it good, but they weren't expanded upon to make it great. Super Mario Bros. 3. Super Mario Bros. 3 took Super Mario Bros. And expanded on all the ideas in the game. This was the debut of the Koopalings, and while their boss fights aren't the most difficult, seeing their first appearance is magical. This was also the first time we saw the Tanuki leaf, a power-up beloved by many fans. There's also the Frog suit, Hammer suit, and the Goomba shoe. While these aren't as iconic, they're still super enjoyable to use. Another staple of the series is introduced here too, in the form of the world themes. There are places like the desert, ice, water, and sky worlds that are now almost always used in the new Super Mario Bros. Titles. The level design is incredible too, with the difficulty being just right. I never found myself rushing through a level, and I also never rage quit because the level was too hard. This perfect median of difficulty makes Super Mario Bros. 3 that much better than Super Mario Bros. While I may not have grown up with this game, I still got a lot of enjoyment out of it. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. The memories I have playing this game with my neighbors and my brother are unforgettable. This was the first time multiplayer was available in a 2D Mario game, and it was incredible to have this. As for the game itself, it's super fun. This game gives us the return of the Koopalings with their new modern designs, and their fights are fun. The levels have unique elements, like the platforms where you tilt the Wii Remote to move. One small issue I noticed with the levels was that if you're not playing multiplayer, they can seem pretty empty. This is just probably due to the game being so heavily multiplayer oriented, but the levels are still great despite this. The most epic part of this game though has to be the final fight with Bowser. I still remember it like it was yesterday. My friends and I had been working on trying to beat the game 100% for months, and it all came down to the final level. We got to the Bowser fight, and we saw that all we had to do was jump on that silly little red button. I gotta say, for all the work we put in, this was pretty underwhelming to end it off. So anyways, Peach is coming down from the cage, and then we realize, Kamek, Magic Koopa, whatever one it is, please don't hate on me in the comments, it hurts my feelings. Anyways, this is in the cage, not Princess Peach. By this point, we all went from celebrations and high fives to complete silence as we watched a huge Bowser come back up from the lava, seeking his revenge. We all scrambled for our controllers and began running away from the huge monster. As Bowser was smashing through the castle, it looked really bleak, and it was up to me, Yellow Toad, to finish this one off. As I finally got to the real Princess Peach, Bowser was gaining on me. With one last stare down, I hopped on the button and sent Bowser flying into the lava. At the time, this fight was new and revolutionary, loved by many. Now, it's not as cool to see because it's been done to death, but it was really cool the first time. Either way, this game revived a lot of aspects of 2D Mario and had enough new things to still truly deserve the name New Super Mario Bros. Wii. New Super Luigi U. New Super Luigi U was developed as DLC for New Super Mario Bros. U, so my hopes for the quality of the game were low. Turns out, despite the low budget and short development period, this game blew New Super Mario Bros. U out of the water. Get it? Because he's getting out of the water when I say that. The levels in New Super Luigi U are actually challenging, as the timer is shorter and the level design is fantastic. This revival of difficulty in the game was a much needed one, as the new Super Mario Bros. Games were getting so easy. Also, Nabbit. Funny enough, Luigi was the one to revive the new Super Mario Bros. Series. New Super Luigi U has a lot of heart put into it, and it was an amazing way to celebrate Luigi's birthday. Super Mario World. Ah, Dinosaur Land, the new and exciting world featured in Super Mario World. This new world provided us with new dinosaur enemies, new places to explore, and above all, Yoshi. Hi, buddy. This cute little guy eats enemies for us, and also, he's frickin' Yoshi! Apart from that though, we get some of the most stunning level design in a Mario game. It took all the previous 2D Mario games and put them to shame. Every detail of this game has care put into it, from the interconnected world map, to the funny dialogues that pop up after a boss fight against a Koopaling. Not to mention, the slight graphical enhancement was a bonus. Super Mario World gave 2D Mario a new twist with Dinosaur Island and a plethora of new ideas and levels that it brought to the table. Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins. Now, I know a lot of people will disagree with this pick, but gosh golly, I love this game! Super Mario Land 2 took every stereotype we have for 2D Mario and chucked it in the trash. The first and most obvious new part of this game is the story. Mario returns to his home after the events of Super Mario Land 1, and his castle has been taken over by none other than Wario. This was Wario's debut, and it was magnificent. For once, Mario isn't a simp! Since we're in this new and exciting environment, we have all these new worlds. We have the tree world, where we fight Big Bird. No, not that one. Then we have the space zone, where we fight Tatanga from the first game. After that, we have the pumpkin zone, based on my favorite holiday in the world, where we fight a witch. Up next is the macro zone, where we shrink down and fight a sewer rat. The Mario zone is a bit narcissistic, but the Three Little Pigs fight is really fun. In the turtle zone, we are eaten by a turtle and fight a squid inside of him. Also, this turtle somehow has a whale and submarine inside of him. I don't know how that works, but it makes for some really cool levels. Finally, we get to Mario's castle and get Wario the heck out of there. On top of all these worlds, we see so many new enemies along the way. Things like sharks, skeleton bees, and caterpillars are scattered throughout the game. The new carrot power-up is also extremely fun to use and very useful for our purposes. Overall, Super Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins is charming and unique like Super Mario Land 1, but brought so much more new content to the game to make it nearly perfect. I would personally love an HD remake for this masterpiece. But anyways, I digress. And the number one pick for the best 2D Mario game is New Super Mario Bros. This game is truly what every 2D Mario should strive to be. There's a reason that this game has been copy and pasted 4 times since its release. After 13 years without a 2D Mario game, Nintendo decided to revive the 2D Mario franchise, and it ended up being a great idea. New Super Mario Bros. Was released in 2006 and received critical acclaim. This game not only gave us so much new content, but it also paid its respects to prior games. The levels and worlds in this game are an incredible experience. While we see these worlds all the time in the newer New Super Mario Bros. Game, when we saw them in this game for the first time, it was an experience that would never be forgotten. Every level in this game is designed incredibly, and the difficulty was perfect. The most well-designed level in this game by far is the last one though. In this final castle, we have to solve puzzles by flipping the entire castle around. There's even a little Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels reference as we get further along. A level design like this is not unique to just this level though. Every level got a lot of thought and care put into its design. This game was also one of the only games to have unique boss fights. Here we see Mama Pokey, Cheap Skipper, Mega Goomba, Petey Piranha, Monty Tank, Lack of Thunder, and the debut of Dry Bowser. These guys are just so much fun to fight because you know they're unique and they only appear in this game. I wish that 2D Mario games actually made up their own unique bosses for games and not just slap the Koopalings in and call it a day. Since this was my first ever video game, I played every level of this game to death, and there was so much replay value due to the star coins. Having a little reward for collecting all the star coins scattered throughout every level really incentivized me to find them all. The levels were so fun to replay though, so I ended up 3-starring the game 3 times. Yeah, definitely a game I would take to a desert island. Overall, New Super Mario Bros. Rejuvenated 2D Mario for old and new players alike, and it gave them the experience of a lifetime. And that's why New Super Mario Bros. Is the best 2D Mario game ever made. And that is every 2D Mario game ranked. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know what you thought of my rankings in the comments. As always, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.